Today's topic is firefighting. Already you know that burning or combustion produce fire. Fire is a chemical reaction that gives off light and heat. Fire is a basic part of our daily life. Fire is useful but also very dangerous because it can cause houses, trees and many things to burn into ashes. Such fire must be brought under control and extinguished as soon as possible. So, firefighting means to control and extinguish the unwanted fire. Every city and town has a fire service in the form of fire brigade station. The firefighters of fire brigade specialize in putting out a fire. All of us should know the telephone number of the fire service in our city, that is 101. We know that there are three necessary conditions for combustion or burning. First is the presence of fuel, means combustible substance. Second is the presence of air to supply oxygen. Third is the presence of heat to reach ignition temperature. Fire can be controlled by removing one or more of the conditions required for combustion to take place. So the firefighting operations work mainly on two principles. First is bringing down the temperature of the burning substances below their ignition temperature. Second is the cutting off the air supply to the burning substances. The fire extinguisher is a device used by the fire brigade person to control fire. Different types of fire extinguishers are used for different types of fire. Let us learn about them. First, water as a fire extinguisher. If a fire breaks out in our house or in our neighborhood, the first thing we must do is to call the fire service by dialing 101. When a fire brigade arrives, the firemen will extinguish the fire by throwing water under pressure on the fire. When the fire brigade man throws a strong stream of water on fire, the burning material gets cooled to below the ignition temperature and fire is extinguished. The water vapor produced by the action of heat of fire on water surround the burning material and help in cutting off the supply of air. This also helps in extinguishing fire. However, water as an extinguisher has some limitations. First is, water cannot be used to extinguish fires in electrical wiring caused by an electrical short circuit. This is because water is a conductor of electricity. When water is thrown over burning electrical wires or devices, it causes electric shock to the people involved in the firefighting operations. Second, water cannot be used to extinguish fires caused by burning of oil or petrol because water being heavier than oil settles down at the bottom. Oil floats over this water and continues to bauxite as a fire extinguisher. Carbon dioxide is the best fire extinguisher for electrical fires and fire produced by inflammable substances like petrol and kerosene. Carbon dioxide extinguisher is easily identified by its color, red with the black band. It is also identified by its cone-shaped discharge nozzle. Carbon dioxide is denser than air and forms a layer around the burning substance and cover fire like a blanket, due to which fresh air cannot reach the burning substance, hence it stops burning. We get the supply of carbon dioxide to extinguish fires from fire extinguishers where carbon dioxide is stored under high pressure. Once released from cylinder, It expands in volume and cools down. It cuts off the contact between the burning combustible substance and oxygen supply and also bring down the temperature of the burning substance. Hence, the fire gets extinguished. In most cases, it does not harm the electrical equipment. Let us learn about foam type fire extinguisher. It consists of a metallic cylinder having a knob at the top attached to the plunger and a nozzle tube. The metallic cylinder is filled with a saturated solution of sodium bicarbonate and saponin. A glass bottle containing aluminium sulfate is kept inside the metallic cylinder. When there is a fire, we strike the knob of the extinguisher against a hard surface. The glass bottle breaks and aluminium sulfate comes in contact with sodium bicarbonate and reacts with it to produce the foam of carbon dioxide. The foam of carbon dioxide comes out through the nozzle that is directed towards the fire. Carbon dioxide forms a blanket around the fire, cutting off the air supply due to which the fire gets extinguished. This fire extinguisher can be safely used to extinguish fires caused by electrical devices and inflammable substances like petrol and kerosene. Let us learn how to take care of fire victims. First, we should immediately bring out the fire victims from the fireplace to an open space. To prevent the fire victims from breathing harmful gases like carbon dioxide or smoke that may lead to suffocation and breathlessness. Second, when the clothes of a person catch fire, the person should be covered with a blanket to cut off the air supply. As a result, the fire gets extinguished. Third, we should pour water over the victim's body, which helps the body to cool down. Water also prevents the formation of blisters on the skin. Fourth, we should immediately call for an ambulance and send the fire victim to the hospital for further medical treatment.